Yes, sir. This is a Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's The Dukes, brought to us by Hanna-Barbera and Warner Brothers. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, Saturday Morning TVLog. I'm Doyle, the Big DTL. So today's Saturday Morning TVLog is another one of the many forgotten shows of Saturday mornings of the 80s, The Dukes. The Dukes was an animated series based on the live-action hit series The Dukes of Hazzard. Originally premiering on CBS, which happened to be the network that aired its live-action counterpart, as a mid-season replacement in February of '83, the show was originally produced by Hanna-Barbera along with Warner Brothers, who of course owns them, but of course this was the company that produced the live-action counterpart. Now, although it came out at the time when the show wasn't doing so well because of the new Duke boys, Coy and Vance, this show is pretty much of a good, fun show. Anyway, now the series focuses on the Duke boys and Cousin Daisy in an automobile race around the world against Old Boss Hogg, along with Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane and his dog Flash, in a duel for the prize money, which the Dukes hope to use to keep their family farm from being foreclosed by old greedy Hogg. Actually, Boss wants the money and the land for himself, so Roscoe, and Flash plan various schemes to keep the Dukes from winning. Yeah, kind of similar to what Dick Dastardly would always do in the wacky races. Well, almost. Anyway, now most of the adventures are read from a postcard sent to the cousin's Uncle Jesse and his pet raccoon, Smokey. Now, the first season took place during the period of the temporary replacement of the original actors with similar characters, which were Coy and Vance. After, you may recall, the original Dukes portrayers walked out over a dispute about royalties from related merchandise. So, anyway, the series followed no particular logical geographic path, for instance. Consecutive episodes feature appearances in Venice, Morocco, the Arctic Ocean, London, Greece, India, Uzbekistan, Hong Kong, and Scotland. Yeah, but even so, I have seen this show before, not as a kid, but years later I managed to see the whole series. I'm gonna say, even with the replacement Duke boys, and then the Duke boys, the originals, returned for a second season, which I'll explain about that in a little bit. Anyway, the show starts out with the episode "Put Up Your Dukes," where the replacement Duke boys and cousin Daisy are headed to Australia to see their cousin who owns a boxing kangaroo. Yeah, went on for 12 more episodes, but however, soon in '83, even about the time that the original Dukes returned. And so in September of '83, Bo and Luke returned, and they produced 7 more episodes. Not too many though, but starting with Bosso Hogg and the Little People. Yes, kind of a silly take of Darby O'Gill and the Little People. Now, actually, I can tell you that this here, in the second season, there's actually a pretty good episode that I've watched a few times, which is a Christmas themed episode called A Dickens of a Christmas. Since there is no racing at Christmas, the Dukes are trying to celebrate the holidays. Well, but apparently Boss wants to try and get a head start on Christmas Day. Yeah, kind of similar to A Christmas Carol, and soon Hogg gets a bit of a rude awakening by 3 fun-filled ghosts and what have you. Yeah. But even so, it's pretty funny. You might want to look that up. Um, Now, after the show ended, this show has never been seen again. Maybe it's been seen as indication, but I've been wrong before. I don't think it's ever been re-aired again. But anyway, in 2010, however, the show got released on DVD for the first time in a complete series set. All 20 episodes are there. Now, all 20 episodes can be available from if you go to a cartoon streaming service. Well, maybe not a streaming service, but a website that provides old cartoons. I did find a site called itsaturday.com, itsaturday.com. They actually have all episodes, and they're all in good condition. So anyway, I really did get a good kick out of this and what have you. Anyway, now the voice acting cast is mostly what we hear in the actual series, its live action counterpart. For the first season, we had Byron Cherry as Coy and Christopher Mayer as Vance. But of course, the second season had Tom Wopat back as Luke and John Schneider as Bo. The rest of the cast is the usual voices like we've heard from the actual live action counterparts for the rest of the characters. Catherine Bach as Daisy, Denver Pyle as Uncle Jesse, James Best as Roscoe, and Sorrel Book as Boss Hogg. And Frank Welker does the vocal effects for Flash and Smokey. Unfortunately, no other characters from the actual show are in this, not even Cooter or Enos or even Cletus, nor the Balladeer is even heard. Oh well. Even so, I think the Dukes is kind of very underrated in my opinion. This show probably doesn't get a lot of talk about, but well, I never knew this show even existed until I found it on the net years back before YouTube ever came. And for years I had thought about wanting to see this just because I was curious. I had seen maybe an episode or two, but that was it. And I think it was the first season, unfortunately. But soon, of course, I got to see the rest of the series. It's absolutely a fun-filled blast. Now, some of the episodes do freeze at parts kind of similar to the live-action counterpart. Well, there's no Balladeer, unfortunately. But, well, you'll know what I mean when you see the series. The Dukes, I think this is a possible recommendation. If you're a Dukes of Hazzard fan, I would highly recommend this show. Now, although I haven't really talked about the live action counterpart, but I will talk about it one day down the road in a future TV log. Okay? But anyway, this was just yet another spin-off Hanna-Barbera produced because, of course, more recently, the studio had already done The Fonz and the Happy Days Gang and Laverne and Shirley in the Army, which that happened to have just come to an end, well, kind of right, but well, almost before the Dukes even came, and also co-produced the Mork and Mindy cartoon with their sister company Ruby Spears, which was also currently on at the time. But anyway, again, if you're a fan of the actual live action counterpart, you will enjoy this. And if so, strap yourselves in and prepare to join the good old boys and Cousin Daisy in the General Lee as they race old Boss Hog clear around the world. And you will enjoy it. The fun and the craziness you can get out of this. So anyway, The Dukes is really a fun show. I thought it wasn't too bad. So if you can find this, check it out. But I'd only recommend this if you're a Dukes of Hazzard fan, of course. So anyway, let me know what you thought about the Dukes animated series. Have you ever seen this show? Please tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button below. Subscribe to my channel. Be a part of the Big D Nation. And anyway, thank you for watching, and if you like this, check out these other Saturday Morning TV logs. In the upper left-hand corner is one of the shows I was talking about, the Fonz and the Happy Days gang. The upper right-hand corner is one of my first Saturday Morning TV logs, and it's on Wacky Races, and it's two spin-offs, The Perils of Penelope Pitstop and Dastardly and Mudley and Their Flying Machines. Or if you want to catch what you might have missed last week, or see it again, go to the bottom left-hand corner for my Saturday Morning TV log of Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TV logs. Then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TV log is Spider-Woman. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.